President Muhammadu Buhari calls for ceasefire in Sudan. Clash between the army and rapid support forces reaches third day. Nigeria's under-18 girls crowned champions of the IHF Women's Trophy Africa Zone 3 phase in Accra. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Atinoi. Thanks for joining us. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has called for a ceasefire in Sudan following the fight that broke out in the country's capital, Khartoum, between the military and paramilitary group, Rapid Support Forces, RSF. Speaking during a visit to him in Makah, Saudi Arabia by the transitional president of Chad, General Muhammad Idris Deby Itno, Buhari described the fight between the Rapid Support Forces as unwelcome. The two leaders reviewed the unfortunate situation and called on all neighboring countries and the international community to prevail on the warring sides to stop fighting and negotiate. Buhari noted that Sudan deserved peace after all it had gone through and commended the Chadian leader for his efforts. Deby Itno told Buhari that the situation in Sudan has become worrisome. As for the steps his country took in response to the crisis, Deby Itno said they have closed borders to Sudan and reinforced security. On politics, the candidature of Ahmed Usman Ododo as the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress APC in the Kogi state governorship election scheduled for November 2023 has been ratified by the special committee of the party as stipulated in the guidelines for the primary election, which took place on Friday, the 15th of April. The special congress, which was presided over by the chairman of the Kogi All Progressives Congress APC Primary Election Committee, Governor Bello Matawale of Zamfara State, was held at the Muhammadu Buhari Civic Center in Lokoja, the state capital. This follows the emergence of Ododo, a former Auditor General for local government, as the APC candidate at the party's governorship direct primaries held across all the 239 wards of the state. Our reporter has more.
Announcing the results for ratification, the secretary to the committee who represented Zamfara State Governor, Patrick Obayabon, said after they carefully conducted primaries devoid of rancor and with no violence recorded anywhere in the state, and having scored 78,704 votes, Usman Ododo has been returned as the governorship candidate that will flag the party's flag in the November 11 governorship election in the state.
On behalf of the chairman, His Excellency the Governor of Zamfara State, Governor Bello Matawale, and members of the committee, hereby declare, and I so declare, and be it so declared, that Ahmed Usman Ododo, having one, satisfied all the relevant provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, the Electoral Act 2022, the Constitution of the All Progressives Congress, and the APC guidelines for the nomination of candidates for general elections 2023. 2. Having scored the highest number of votes cast at the direct primary election conducted on the 14th day of April 2023 and declared as winner of the said election. And 3, having now been ratified at the special congress held today, the 15th day of April 2023 by delegates of our party as the winner of the direct primary election conducted on the 14th day of April 2023. Alhaji Usman Ododo Ahmed is hereby declared declared and returned as the winner of the APC Kogi State Primary Election 2023 as the duly elected candidate and flag bearer of the All Progressive Congress in the upcoming Kogi State governorship election slated for November 2023. Congratulations. Congratulations.
The governorship flag bearer Usman Ododo, in his acceptance speech, promised to continue to improve on the security templates laid down by the incumbent Governor Yaya Bello, among many other life-changing legacies of the current administration.
With your support, our great party, APC, will be victorious in the next governorship election, and we shall consolidate on the gains of the new direction agenda in the state. Amen. May I, at this juncture, most respectfully express my profound gratitude to our leader, our mentor, our own, the White Lion, and the architect of the new Kogi State, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Dr. Yahaya Bello, for believing in me and for effectively leading us through a smooth and rancor-free process that has today culminated in this victory for all our party men and women in the state. Today, the party has spoken, the system is working, and the APC shall be victorious. And we shall retain power in Kogi State come November 2023. Once again, I want to thank you, Your Excellency, the Governor of Zamfara State, Governor Bello Matawale, and all your members of the Governorship Election Committee and the State Executive of our party for overseeing the smooth conduct of the primary election in the state. May God bless you.
Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello, who also spoke at the event, said that he was sure that Ododo will not disappoint the people, adding that the crowd at the Congress was a pointer to his acceptability across the length and breadth of the state, without consideration for ethnic or religious bias.
For those who stayed fast and participated in the election, I thank you for accepting the outcome of the election and your pledge to work with the party and the candidate and all the party faithful and the citizens of Kogi State to overwhelmingly deliver in the coming secondary election of November this year, 2023. We are the party to beat, and we know that in Kogi State there is no opposition party. We have demonstrated it since 2015, 2019, 2023, and all other by-elections that took place in between this period, that Kogi State is resolute to deliver for all of our candidates across board. Despite the thinking and belief of some naysayers and those who work against us in these last general elections, we delivered overwhelmingly for our president-elect, Senator Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Senator Kashim Shettima, our vice president-elect. We delivered for our 3 senators, today the senators-elect. We delivered overwhelmingly for 6 out of 9 House of Representative members, and the remaining 3, by the special grace of God, they either collapse in us or we take it over from them. We delivered overwhelmingly for House of Assembly. Out of 25, we won 22 outright. And the remaining 3 is either they collapse into is going to be a walkover. It will be a walkover by the special grace of God. I will continue to assure all my people of Kogi State not to listen to ethnic sentiment, religious sentiment, tribal sentiment. I know your election of Ahmed Usman Ododo is based on his personal character and integrity, his ability to be able to serve the people of Kogi State irrespective of the fault lines. And I am confident, and I am very sure, and I will bear witness, and I here certify that Ahmed Usman Ododo, our governorship candidate, will not disappoint any of us.
While the people were rejoicing for Usman Ododo's emergence, other aspirants who stepped down and Barrister Ozigi Salami, who is second on the score sheet, joined him on the podium to celebrate and pledge their allegiance to support him to win in the coming general election scheduled to hold in November 2023. Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
Following the victory of Ahmed Usman Ododo as the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress (APC) for the November governorship election in Kogi State, some members of the party have expressed joy over the choice of Ododo for the race. In an interview with the senator-elect for Kogi Central Senatorial District, Abubakar Ohere, Director General, Kogi State Pension Board, Mariam Uzioma Abedo, the Treasurer of Kogi Local Government Area, Abdullahi Yusuf Ohikura, all described the candidacy of Ododo as divine. Our reporter has the detail.
The APC stalwart showered praises on the state governor Yahaya Bello for his efforts at ensuring the success of Ododo at the governorship primaries of the party, noting that Ododo possesses the capacity to lead the people of the state well and build on the successes of the incumbent governor. They also appreciated the members of the party for their unrelenting commitment to the progress of the party, assuring that the party's candidate will emerge victorious at the November governorship election in the confluent states.
The formula to victory is very simple, and you can see that even before the primary election, almost about 10 out of the 17 aspirants, withdrew their aspiration. And going forward, we're going to do more work on even those people that didn't make it to the final result. So together we shall deliver, and that has been our focus.
He's very passionate about Kogi State. He is a very responsible man, and he believes so much in His Excellency, his leader, the man that brought him into the system.
Similarly, the Senior Special Assistant to Governor Bello on Women and Children Development, Rabiat Okute, the President of Fair Wind Women Advancement Association, FAWAS, Bilikisu Onumoko, and the Publicity Secretary of the party, pointed out that Ododo's emergence as the party's candidate with the full support of Governor Bello was the sign of good things to come for the party.
I went to his house. I told him that one day you become governor of this state too, but I don't know when. He laughed. He said, how will he be possible? I said, it is from God. The man is so good that he does not care whether you are an Igala person or you are a Yoruba person or anywhere you come from. He treats us equally.
Here Women Advancement, Kogi Central is ahead of mobilization because we have extended our group to Kogi East, Kogi West, and Kogi Central as a whole. We are in Kogi Central before.
All I need to do is to tribalize somebody. You can see across the board whether you are an Igala man, you are a Yoruba man, you are an Ibra man, you are an Oku man, call it anything. To meet Ododo is an exceptional human being.
They were optimistic that the APC will retain power in Kogi State as they foresaw Ododo's emergence as the next governor of the state. I am Jane Gia Balagbogbo, reporting for MLC TV.
the Kogi State African Democratic Party, ADC, has elected Leke Abejide as its flag bearer for the state governorship election in November 2023. His emergence was unopposed, being the only member present at the Congress primary election held at the Idrinana Hotel, Lokoja, the state capital. Abejide is a serving member of the House of Representatives, representing Yaba West Federal Constituency, Kogi West, and was re-elected during the last election. Our reporter tells us more.
The member representing Yaba Federal Constituency, Leke Abejide, on Saturday, 15th April, emerged as the governorship candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC. The ADC primary, which was held across the 239 wards of the 21 local government areas of the state, had its coalition center at the Idrinana Hotel, Lokoja. The direct primary election was supervised by INEC officials from the state and the national headquarters of the commission, with the presence of security agents. Madeleine Ako represented the INEC chairman at the primary, while Sadiq Zakaye and one other represented the INEC office in the state. Announcing the results, the National Coalition Officer of the party, Dr. Babalola Ajadi, said out of the 9,584 total votes, Leke Abejide had 9,456 votes, while 128 votes were recorded as invalid.
The only contestant is Leke Abejide Joseph. Accredited number of votes, 11,950. Total number of votes cast, 9,584. Total number of invalid votes, 128. Total number of votes pooled, that is called, 9,456. It's the same result that was announced by the returning officer, and it's satisfactory. I hereby announce the winner, Leke Abejide Joseph.
In his acceptance speech, the ADC governorship candidate, Abejide, promised to prioritize education, workers' welfare, security, and infrastructural development if elected governor of the state in November.
A special date, 11/11/2023. And by the grace of God, in few weeks' time, I'm going to roll out my manifestos, which is going to be part of what I am doing currently in my constituency. Anything that has to do with state roads and even federal roads, we are going to embark on rehabilitating them, some of them reconstructing them, some of them doing the new one. And for security, we are lacking in the states. What is causing the security challenge? Majorly because our local government staffs are not being paid. Most people have taken to crime. Some that are being paid are paying in percentage, 15–20%. This is going to be over in the states. Amen. This election is not about me. It's about the masses.
The representative's member pledged to upscale his scheme by paying WAEC fees for all the students in the 21 local government areas in the state. Meanwhile, in another development, a factional primary election was held and Dele Williams emerged as another governorship candidate of the Kogi State chapter of the African Democratic Party, ADC. Dele Williams emerged at the State Congress under the leadership of the Oga Kingsley Temitope faction as the ADC State Chairman. In a unanimous endorsement by all the delegates in the State Congress held at Lily Ground Hotel, Dele Williams was announced as the ADC governorship candidate by Kennedy Odion, the ADC acting national secretary, who was the returning officer.
We are here as a team, the electoral committee of our great party, led by my humble self, Honorable Kennedy Odion, having considered all the aspirants that contested for this primary, many could not meet the requirement, but today the accredited delegates of ADC Kogi State have come together to unanimously elect and affirm the person of Mr. Dele Bello Williams. By the power vested on me as the returning officer of the Kogi State Gubernatorial Primary of ADC, having considered the entire affirmative voice of the accredited delegate present, I, Honorable Kennedy Odion, hereby declare Dele Bello Williams as the duly elected candidate of African Democratic Congress ADC Kogi State and is hereby returned elected.
Don Norman Obinna, ADC Chairman, Abia State, and Oba Ehigiato, ADC FCT Chairman, were members of the Electoral Committee. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) was also on hand to monitor the conduct of the governorship primary election. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
The former senator representing Kogi West, Dino Melaye, has emerged as the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for the November governorship election in Kogi State. Melaye polled 313 votes to defeat his closest rival, Jabiru Usman, who polled 127 votes. The chairman PDP Primary Election Committee, Ahmed Mekarufi, announced the results on Sunday at the end of the indirect primary held in Lokoja. Meanwhile, a legal practitioner, Adejo Okeme, on Sunday emerged the candidate of the Labour Party for the November governorship election in Kogi State. Okeme polled 127 votes to beat his closest rival, Isaac Alpha, who scored 69 votes at the indirect primary held on Saturday in Lokoja. Similarly, Allied People's Movement, APM, picked Dauda Issa as its consensus candidate for the November governorship election in Kogi State. Issa, an architect, scored 69 votes to emerge the flag bearer of APM at the primary election that was held amidst tight security at the party secretariat in Lokoja. Away from Kogi State, former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timre Silva, on Saturday emerged as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, for the governorship election in Bayelsa State. Silva polled 52,061 votes to defeat 5 other contenders to win the governorship ticket at the party's primary election conducted on Friday and Saturday. A former militant leader, Joshua McIver, came second with 2,078 votes, while a former governor-elect, David Leon, came third with 1,584 votes. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Still on politics, following Saturday's supplementary poll across some states in Nigeria, the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Kebbi State, Nasir Idris, has been declared winner of the governorship election in the state. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) returning officer, Professor Sheidu Yusuf, said Idris got 409,225 votes against his closest rival, General Aminu Bands of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who has 360,940 votes. Meanwhile, the result of the Adamawa State governorship election was halted due to an earlier declaration of the APC candidate as winner, but the INEC headquarters annulled the purported announcement. In the 10th Senate, the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) at Saturday's supplementary elections gained 3 more seats in the Senate, moving its number of seats from 57 to 60. Also, the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), won 3 additional senatorial seats, resulting in a total number of 32 seats from the earlier 29 seats. The APC won in Sokoto Central, Yobe South, and Plateau Central senatorial districts, while the PDP won in Sokoto South South, Kebbi North, and Zamfara Central. Labour Party got 8 seats, New Nigeria People's Party got 2 seats, Social Democratic Party had 2 seats, the All Progressives Grand Alliance and Young People's Party got 1 seat each. Muslim faithfuls in their numbers gathered at the residence of the House of Representatives member-elect for Ajakuta Federal Constituency, Sani Egide, to observe the Iftar in Lokoja. As a way of encouraging unity and togetherness, Abdurrahim also extended invitation to Christian brethren who were present to partake in the breaking of fast, while the House of Representatives member-elect enjoined Muslims to continue to obey Allah's instructions as enshrined in the Holy Quran. Those present at the event showered praises on him for his gesture towards the people. Let's join our reporter for the detail.
Iftar is the fast-breaking evening meal of Muslims in Ramadan at the time of Adhan of the Maghrib prayer. It is their second meal of the day, as the daily fast during Ramadan begins immediately after the pre-dawn meal of Suhoor and continues during the daylight hours, ending with sunset with the evening meal of Iftar. The gesture of Sani Egide Abdurrahim inviting the people to break their fast with him is not far-fetched from his love for the people and fulfillment of the Holy Quran. The Imam of Federal University Lokoja Mosque, Ustaz Khalid Ibrahim, Eunice Adetutu and Etuogu described the gesture of C as unprecedented and prayed for more of Allah's blessings on him.
And in Islam, the feeding is very, very important. To feed people is a charitable deed that is highly, in fact, rewarded in Islam. So the Prophet said, whoever feeds a soul during his breakfast will have the reward of his fasting without diminishing, in fact, the reward of the beneficiary. So the benefactor will have the reward of the beneficiary and without diminishing the reward of the beneficiary. So it is indeed the climax of any charitable deed, that is to feed people. It's very, very uncommon. People of his likes, in fact, have the capacity. It's not just only having the capacity, but the heart, to give. He has a giving heart. What he has done this evening, and he has been doing it, he has a giving heart. It is very, very uncommon. And it also actually shows the love he has for his people. He loves his people, and his people love him. What else can, in fact, a man look for again, other than loving your people and your people love you?
There are a lot of people, there are over 100 people here. We are drinking and eating. We thank God for his life, and we appreciate that we won, and we are going to be winning, and more winning in the mighty name of God. He is good, he's a nice man. We continue felicitating with him in the mighty name of Jesus.
A former chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, in Kogi State, Ali Atabo, Kasha of Ajakuta local government area, Mohammed Abubakar and Akaba Rukayat, said Sani Egide has been exceptional in his dealings towards others.
No doubt, he's been a good person to some of us here, especially in Ganaja area of Ajokuta local government. He has touched so many lives positively. And what has brought us here this evening has become virtually a ritual. He's been doing it. This is the 3rd edition that I will be attending as a person, as a Muslim. This is his own little way of making opening of fast of the day easy for Muslims, most especially those that cannot afford. It is prescribed by our Creator that anybody who make fasting both in the morning and the evening easy, there will be double reward for him. So on behalf of those that are here tonight, I want to thank him very well. I want to urge him that he should sustain what he has started. Almighty Allah, we're going to perfect his way. We're going to bless all his endeavor in multiple fold, because this is a period that devoted Muslim will get reward for whatever they are doing.
Hardly will you see a House of Rep elect inviting his constituents across board for such event. It has never happened. But while he was coming, he said he's going to do it differently. The questions are two. Did the people believe that he can do it differently? We do. We believed. Is he doing it differently? He's doing it. I think this is what the people want. Before now, he has been empowering the youth. Empowering the youth is not something that will be new for his administration again. We hope the youth are being empowered more and more as the government progresses.
Honorable Rahim Sani Egidi, that is the House of Representatives elected Ajakuta constituency. He's so magnanimous with his kind gesture. We pray that God Almighty will reward him.
Others at the event equally eulogized Abdurrahim for ensuring the continuity of gathering others to break their fast with him and enjoined him to sustain such acts.
It is the first time in the annal of Ajakuta local government where we are having a representative that has actually ushered in majority of the people, irrespective of your language, your creed, or wherever your religion might be, calling us for the break of the fasting today. It was a tremendous, analogy on his part. In the last election that actually took him to House of Rep, and by the grace of God, I wish him he should even aspire to be senator in future. God will continue to bless him, uplift him, his family members, and all his supporters. The sky is his limit.
I want to commend him. I equally pray that may Almighty Allah continue to bless and enlarge him, because we hardly see this from all the representatives from here. In time past, we have never heard of this from anybody. This is first of its kind, and we want to say that may Almighty Allah bless him, bless his household, and continue to protect him in any of his journey.
My advice to other Muslims this evening is that this man being a role model to the people of Ajakuta and our Aziz in particular, I want people, especially our Muslim brothers and sisters, to emulate his kind gesture if you have the opportunity, because this is what Islam deserves so far.
On his part, the House of Representatives member-elect for Ajakuta Federal Constituency, Sani Egidi Abdurrahim, appreciated the people for honoring the invitation.
Reasons why we do this is an act of God. It's part of the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad to share with people, especially in this month of Ramadan. It is what has been stated in the Quran. We should walk according to the Quran. And everybody that's a Muslim, you know what the Quran says about sharing with people, your neighbor, and people, you know what it is.
He pointed out that the act of inviting others to break fast during Ramadan was in obedience to the commandment of Allah, calling on other Muslims to continue to be good to others. I am Jane Giabalagbugbo, reporting for MLC TV.
Kogi State Government has been commended for her support towards primary health care service delivery in the state. The Executive Director, Kogi State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Abubakar Yakubu, gave the commendation on the commemoration of Safe Motherhood Day held in Lokoja, the state capital. Dr. Abubakar explained that the agency has been able to upgrade and revitalize personal health clinics in every political ward of the state, recruiting over 60 midwives to health facilities across the state. Our reporter has more.
According to the World Health Organization (WHO), pregnancy and childbirth-related deaths kills around 830 women per day globally, and to curb the cases of deaths, the Kogi State Primary Health Care Development Agency is leaving no stone unturned towards ensuring that pregnant women deliver their babies without any complications. To set the record straight, the Kogi State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, under the Executive Director, Dr. Abubakar Yakubu, for the first time in the history of Kogi State, is observing the National State Motherhood Day 2023 with the theme, Access to Quality Maternal Care, a Right for Every Pregnant Woman. He noted that pregnancy-related problems and mortality rates among women necessitated the commemoration of the day, urging all stakeholders to key into the vision to reduce pregnancy complications among young women.
They refuse, maybe, to also attend, go to the hospital for delivery. Some of them, even after delivery in the hospital, they also refuse to go for postnatal care. The importance of this day is to advocate and then inform them to know the importance of attending antenatal clinics. Several, illnesses that is associated with pregnancy will be uncovered during ANC. And if these things are not done, they may stand the risk of having, their babies, losing their babies, maybe intrauterine or maybe immediately perinatal. So this is why we are here encouraging them to go to antenatal, receiving the hematinics, having all the counseling required of them, and then preparing them for the labor. And sincerely, this year team has also addressed the most important and the critical aspect of the safe motherhood, because we are looking at how these mothers will have access to quality information that will enable them to get over all the minor complaints and the major complaints associated with pregnancy.
Dr. Mary Onoja Alexander, while delivering her paper titled Overcoming Delays to Access Maternal Services, tasked government at all levels to put policies in place to protect mothers. She admonished pregnant women to always make use of recognized health facilities while delivering their babies.
And for us in Kogi State, the government has done a lot. They were able to provide free antenatal services for our mothers through the CHIPS program that is taking place in 4 local governments of the state, Ida, Basa, Yagbo West, and Okene local government, which these CHIP agents will take the messages to mothers in their homes, that way informing them where they can get help and what to do in case they encounter any problem during pregnancy, delivery, and the post-delivery period. Also, the healthcare insurance in the states provides free services to vulnerable groups, and mothers and under 5 are part of the vulnerable group. So with all this, we don't expect to get any maternal death in the state. Most of the things that happen now is ignorance among the women. But with this lecture today, and with them be present, our religious bodies, market women that are here, they will take these messages to the grassroots to educate more mothers on where they can access care for them when they are pregnant, and thereby reducing the maternal mortality in the state and in the country as a whole.
There are different ways to access it, but some people are not aware, or they are unable to access these healthcare services. So that is what the lecture was meant for, to tell them that these healthcare services, at primary healthcare level, we give healthcare as far as your doorstep. Even if you don't come, we'll move into your houses. Our CHIPS agents, we have community influencers, they move into the houses to tell them to come out and receive these healthcare services. It has been provided for you, either free or just pay a token at primary healthcare level. So this is all what we are doing. We are telling them about danger signs. You know, they need to identify it so that they come to the hospital for emergency care.
Goodwill messages were delivered by the Secretary to the Kogi State Government, Dr. Folashade Arike Ayoade, Kogi State Head of Service, Hannah Odiyo, Executive Secretary, Kogi State Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Aledare Adekunle, and key players across the Ministry of Health. High point of this year's National Safe Motherhood Day was the distribution towels to more than 100 pregnant women in Kogi State. Jennifer Odimayo, reporting for MLC TV.
Airports across Nigeria are expected to shut down April 17 as Aviation Workers Union have asked their members to proceed on the scheduled strike. The union made the threat at a meeting with members on Sunday in Abuja. They cited several grievances, including the non-release of the reviewed condition of service that has been negotiated for over 7 years with 4 aviation agencies. Other issues include the non-implementation of minimum wage, consequential adjustments, and arrears for the Nigeria Meteorological Agency since 2019, as well as the planned demolition of the agency building in Lagos for an airport city project by the Minister of Aviation. The union had previously issued a 14-day warning to the Minister of Aviation on February 7th, but it expired without any tangible results. And on crime, some gunmen on Saturday night invaded Sankwab community of Atiab Chiefdom of Zango Kataf local government area of KADUNA state, killing no fewer than 20 villagers. Several houses were also razed, while property valued millions of naira were also destroyed by the hoodlums. The KADUNA State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Alua, disclosed this in a statement. The commissioner, however, hinted that the state governor, Nasir El-Rufai, condemned the attack, describing it as unacceptable and unjustifiable. The governor condoled with the families that lost their loved ones and prayed for the repose of the souls of the victim, and also prayed for the speedy recovery of the injured. On the foreign scene, fierce clashes have been reported across Sudan as fighting between rival armed factions continues to spread. Violence between the army and a paramilitary group called the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, continued overnight into its 3rd day. Nearly 100 people have been killed, a doctors' union said, and one estimate put the number of injured at 1,100. Both sides claim to control key sites in the capital, Khartoum, where residents sheltered from explosions. Earlier on Sunday, they held a temporary ceasefire to allow the wounded to be evacuated, although it was not clear how strictly they stuck to it. Doctors warned that the situation at hospitals in Khartoum is extremely difficult and that the fighting was stopping both staff and medical supplies from reaching injured people. The fighting is part of a vicious power struggle within the country's military leadership, which has escalated into a violence between rival factions. The European Commission has rejected bans introduced by the Poland and Hungary on Ukrainian grain imports. The two countries said the measures were necessary to protect their farming sector from cheap imports. The ban applies to grain, dairy products, sugar, fruits, vegetable and meats, and will be in force until the end of June. The Commission said it was not up to individual member states to make trade policy. While the Commission has said that unilateral moves will not be tolerated, it has not yet specified what measures it will take against Poland and Hungary. Poland and Hungary, after announcing the move, said the decision came after complaints from local farmers who said they were being undercut by cheaper Ukraine grain, flooding their markets. On sports, let's join Jonah Malik.
And on sports update, Andrew Rublev claimed his first Masters 1000 title by beating teenager Hoglar Rune 5-7, 6-2, 7-5 in the Monte Carlo Masters final. Rublev was 4-1 down to his 19-year-old opponent from Denmark in the decided set and saved 2 break points before leveling the match. A double fault from Rune then gave Rublev a 6-5 lead before the 25-year-old served out for his 13th ATP title. Rublev, who had lost 2 previous Masters 1000 finals following defeat in Monte Carlo and Cincinnati in 2021, hit 13 winners against world number 9 Rune. Still on sports, Nigeria under-18 girls have been crowned champions of the IHF Women's Trophy Africa Zone 3 phase after defeating Benin Republic in Accra, Ghana. The Nigerian girls conveniently earned a 42-17 victory over Benin Republic at the tennis arena of the Accra Sports Stadium, with Babakinde Kende named the most valuable player of the match for a wonderful performance. She is the twin sister of Babatunde Taiwo, who got the MVP in Nigeria's first match against Liberia. Thus, Nigeria qualified for the IHF Women's Trophy Continental Phase, winning 4 matches without losing any game in the competition. Nigerian's Esther Matthew was voted as the most valuable player of the competition, while goalkeeper Precious Samuel was picked by organizers as the best goalkeeper of the competition. President of the Handball Federation of Nigeria, Samuel Ocheho, who is in Accra in his capacity as the president of the IHF Africa Zone 3, said he was excited that the development programs of the HFN to discover talent are yielding dividends. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. Joy Dada guides us through the entertainment world.
DJ Copy reveals intention to collaborate with Asake. MultiChoice releases list of nominees for 2023 African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards. On a sad note, acclaimed jazz pianist died at 92. Welcome to our entertainment world. I am Joy Dada. In Africa, Nigerian DJ and musician Florence Otedola, popularly known as DJ Copy, has revealed her intention to become a backup singer for sensational artist Asake. DJ Copy, who has collaborated with several top artists in the past, in her recent post shared her admiration for Asake's talent and expressed her desire to work with him. DJ Copy, a producer and a songwriter, is known for her upbeat and catchy songs and has become one of the most popular DJs in Nigeria. Still in Africa, the highly anticipated African Magic Viewers' Choice Award nominations list has been released ahead of the 9th edition of the prestigious event. This year's awards ceremony will be held in Lagos, Nigeria on 20th May 2023. MultiChoice, the organizers of the awards, rolled out the list of nominations of various categories, named Kunle Afolayan's Netflix original, Anikulapo, emerged as the star of the night with 16 nominations, including for Best Overall Movie, Best Yoruba Movie, and Best Actress for Bimbo Ademoye, Best Supporting Actress for Sola Sobawale, and Best Supporting Actor for Taiwo Hassan and Yinka Quadri, among others. On foreign scene, an acclaimed jazz pianist, composer, and band leader Ahmed Jamal is dead. Age 92, Jamal died of prostate cancer, according to his daughter Sumeya Jamal. Ahmed Jamal was a lifelong friend of jazz icon Miles Davis and influenced a generation of musicians. May his soul rest in peace. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
Thanks for the update, Joy. On a sad note, the chairman of Ward 9 in the All Progressives Congress, APC, of Warri South Local Government Area of Delta State, Vincent Okokoje, has passed away. The incident has left his colleagues in shock. Confirming the news, Gabriel Omorere, the chairman of Ward 12 in the APC, revealed that he and Okokoje had attended a meeting the day before at the residence of an APC leader in Warri South. Omorere spoke highly of the late Okokoje, describing him as a gentleman who loved promoting peace among his colleagues. May his soul rest in peace. And that is the size of our package. If you like what we are doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV and MLC TV2, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter, MLC TV1. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joshua Adenoy. Thanks for watching.